In a recent test conducted by Cycling Weekly and researchers from Glasgow University, riders were on average 5 minutes and 45 seconds faster over a 40-mile time trial using Hi-5 products and feeding guide compared to their normal nutrition, which included Science in Sport, All Sport, Noon, Lucozade, Asda Talk and Powerbar. Let's hear what the athletes have to say.
Hi-5 was much faster, so that was the one that was 12 minutes quicker. And
I was faster on the Hi-5 products by 7 minutes.
Using the Hi-5 products, I believe I was between 13 and 14 minutes quicker.
I was 7.5 minutes faster on the Hi-5.
10 minutes faster.
I went significantly quicker this week. I think by about half an hour over the time trial distance.
8 minutes faster over 40 miles. 25 minutes faster with a Hi-5.
This week I was on the Hi-5 strategy and went significantly faster, frankly.
Using a combination of Hi-5 products and our free Race Faster guide, you too can race faster, feel stronger and recover better. So what did the athletes think?
Hi, I'm Ross Cunliffe. I ride Sportifs. I probably do something like 70 to 100 miles a week training. Still play football and lots of other sports. This week I was on the Hi-5 strategy and went significantly faster, frankly. Found the first 40 much easier than when I was using my own strategy. Almost to the point where I felt like I was kind of putting my brakes on. And then in the time trial, I don't know the time difference, but it was significant. I mean, I would guess I probably went something between 5 and 10 minutes faster. Felt pretty good all the way round, whereas when I was using my own PSP as the product I tend to use, when I was using my PSP, I really grovelled for about 30 of the 40 miles on the time trial. This week, my last lap was the fastest, so and felt pretty much spent at the end of it, but got on quite well. Certainly quite like the flavour of the product. That seemed to work for me, and I think overall my performance was much better this time round than when I was using my own.
I'm riding the Tour de France route this year. Wanted to see the performance difference. Hi-5 strategy this week was immensely better than what I tried last time. After the warm-up, felt completely fine, felt quite fresh after the first 50 miles, and the last 40 miles I was able to ride every lap at the same pace and was fastest. My fastest time was the last lap, so it worked really well.
Right, my name's Duncan Manuel. Type of riding I usually do is long distance sportif. So for example, this year I've signed up for a thing called the St Cols Challenge, which is 2,000 kilometres in 10 days down through the Alps and across the Ventoux. Completely barking mad. I usually use SIS Go as a carbohydrate and things like Cliff Bars, which I do like the taste of. With this I was really surprised. I've never ever thought about just using a liquid on its own. I thought I would bonk halfway through, didn't, and actually went 10 minutes faster, which actually really surprised me. And it tastes quite good as well, which I was quite surprised about.
Last time I was on the Hi-5 and frankly I was amazed. I usually like to eat some solid food when I'm out, so to do 4 hours on the bike, 2 hours moderate, 2 hours as a time trial with no solid food, just liquid food, was something I wasn't looking forward to, and I was incredibly surprised by how well I went, particularly in the 2 hour time trial at the end. I was really pleased with how I went. Yeah, for me the real eye-opener was that you can get your proper nutrition on the bike without having to eat, which is really useful particularly for competitive situations, because when you're trying to follow a break or riding over a rough road at speed, it's much easier to grab a bottle and have a few sips than it is to try and reach in your back pocket and separate a piece of malt loaf to actually eat. So that for me is the big win for Hi-5.
I normally use SIS and Talk products, which I used on the first session, and on the 40-mile time trial this time round using the Hi-5 products, I believe I was between 13 and 14 minutes quicker. I felt so much better power-wise, power output-wise during the tests, and I've got to say, very impressed. So I'll put it to the test of the Sportifs.
It felt really good, to be honest, the Hi-5 stuff. Like it really gets you sort of like really where you can alert and like up for it. And it got a bit addictive as well. Like, you know, you're wanting it. You know, every time they put a drink in, you know, you was wanting to take more of it. So yeah, it definitely did feel a lot better for me. Like I say, you feel more up for it on the i5 stuff, and it make like when you come to an hill, you like really, you know, want to attack it sort of thing, because how it making you feel like really sort of high on it sort of thing.
What do you normally use?
The Science in Sports stuff, and it doesn't feel the same. Like you drink it, and you know you put it back and you forget about it. But I found that the i5 stuff, that you know, you drunk a bit, and then when you started to feel like you were just coming off for it a little bit, you know, you took a bit more, and then you was sort of back on, you know, and you felt okay sort of thing to keep pushing.
My name is Burj Kantarjan, and I do criterium racing and cyclo sportives and time trials. This week I was on the Hi5 product, and last week I was on the winter training, all sports winter training formula and none electrolyte, and I went significantly quicker this week. I think by about half an hour over the time trial distance. With a combination, I think, of the Hi5 Extreme at the beginning, and then just the I'm not quite sure which one it was, which was a second load of product. Energy Source Plus. Felt a lot better in the 50-mile warm-up, I guess you'd call it.
Brendan Mulvaney. Generally ride sportives and that, and have done for the last couple of years. Nutrition, generally I eat whatever's around about and use stuff like gels and things like that, so no overall strategy, although I like to keep hydrated during any sort of race. Did both strategies, both the Hi5 first off and then my home strategy this week. Found the first one, I felt good on it, although it's a lot of water to take on board. At the same time I felt, you know, really fine. Power wise, really good throughout. You know, didn't drop off at all, which I have done certainly a number of sportives. This time, using my strategy, I did suffer, and it made for me a considerable difference. Yeah, it did get quite uncomfortable. I mean, running on a turbo train is pretty hard, and that came to the fore. And in my times, reflected that at least 2 miles per hour difference, and about 10 minutes in the time trial.
So which one was faster? You were fast?
Hi5 was much faster. So that was the one that was 12 minutes quicker. And
what products do you normally use?
Science in Sport, I usually use those gels. I get on sort of reasonably okay with them as well, and some of the mixtures as well, like Go and things like that. Again, I don't use them in any sort of structured sense, but it made a big difference to me.
Okay, great.
The Hi5 went a lot better. I've had a lot more energy towards the end. My own strategy, I don't think I brought enough power bars. I don't think they were strong enough energy to get me going right to the end. But definitely the Hi5 was definitely a lot better, I felt.
Okay.
Yeah. Name's Robin Smith. I do mountain bike cross-country racing quite extensively. My time difference was about 3 minutes between the Hi5 strategy and my own strategy, and there was certainly a definite difference in how I performed today. When I was using my strategy, it felt a lot more effort, my legs felt a lot heavier, that sort of thing, and mentally as well I found a lot better on the Hi5 strategy as well, which was quite interesting.
What products do you normally use?
My normal products are Science in Sport. I usually use PSP 22.
Okay, well, that's about it really. That's okay.
Hi, my name's John Maguire. I'm a sportive rider. Last week I used my own products. I used PSP 22 mixed with some food intake as well. This week I used the Hi5 products. The difference was marked, quite significant. My time was about 7 minutes faster. I felt a lot better throughout the ride. I felt like I was in control of the ride. I could control the pace. I could concentrate better.
So which products were you faster on?
I was faster on the Hi5 products by 7 minutes. In addition, another